say she killed the doctor? The doctor? Doctor Who?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Tap Sac. I'm Ted, and today we've got another box opening for the new Magic the Gathering release, Doctor Who Universes Beyond. So Doctor Who is a TV series from the UK about the time-traveling alien trying to save the Earth from extraterrestrial threats. It's been running in the UK for decades, so Magic the Gathering has now collaborated with Doctor Who for a special small release. There is no draft or set boosters, so there's only collector boosters and a set of commander decks. So Wizards of the Coast has kindly provided us this collector booster box to show you what's inside. This collector booster box is quite similar to the rest, whereby you have 12 packs, 12 premium packs, where you can get special cards that are not found anywhere else. For example, like foil, extended art versions of cards, and more importantly, I think there are serialized cards of the 13 Doctors that you can find in this release. Okay, so let's not waste any time and let's start cracking the packs. Okay, we want to get that serialized magic card. We've never opened one before. Oh, first pack is always the toughest. Okay, so first pack, I think we'll go a little bit slower. See some of the cards. We have the 11th Doctor, our very first Doctor. So when this 11th Doctor deals combat damage to a player, may exile a card from your hand. If the number of time counters equals mana value and you'll gain suspend. And then you can make this 11th Doctor or another creature with power 3 or less unblockable. Temple of Malice. This is a Scryland, so it's a reprint. Sungrass Prairie. This is also a reprint, I believe. Port Town, definitely a reprint. Myriad Landscape, okay. Flatline, this must be new. Creatures your opponents control have base power and toughness 0-1. Oh, nice. Make them very small and killable. Temple of Enlightenment, another Scryland, we'll put it here. Time Reaper. This looks new. Looks like one of the definitely villains from Doctor Who. 4/4 Flying Haste for 5 mana. When you use combat damage to a player, put target face-up card they own in exile on the bottom of the library. If you do, gain 3 life. Sunbig Canyon. Lots of lands I see. Ooh, this is new. Face of Bow. It's a pretty scary guy, and that is the nice search foil I was talking about. If you want to take a look at what are the other foil variants in Magic, I'll put a link up here. So search foil is, I think, one of the nicer ones in recent times. It's got a nice streak, it's not like paintbrushes across the card. So this looks pretty good. 4 mana, 0/4. Tap, cast a spell, suspend from your hand. You pay the suspend cost. Shadowblood Rich, another search foil, but it's a reprint. Adric, Mathematical Genius. So this is Doctor's Companion, which is one of the new mechanics in this set. Basically, you can use this as a kind of partner commander alongside your regular commander. So pretty strong, I think, this mechanic. But let's see what it can do. 1/1, 2 mana, 3 mana tap. Copy target activated or triggered ability. And then choose new targets. Oh, you can sacrifice Edric to counter another ability. So very versatile. And the 13th Doctor is our showcase TARDIS frame. You can see the kind of like blue, I don't know, like photo booth frame around it. This is one of the 13 Doctors, 3 mana, 2/2. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, put a +1/+1 counter. And then at the beginning of your end step, untap each creature with a counter. Pretty strong, I think, for 3 mana, 2/2. Weeping Angel. Wow. Another 3 mana, 2/2 Flash, First Strike Vigilance. Whenever opponent casts a creature spell, Weeping Angel isn't a creature. If Weeping Angel would deal combat damage to a creature, prevent that damage and the owner shuffles it into their library. I'm guessing this is one of the kind of like major baddies in Doctor Who. If it is, yeah, tell me. And a human token. These packs are a little bit tighter than I remember. Okay. The 8th Doctor. Regular traditional foil. When it enters the battlefield, military cards. Once during each of your turns, you may play a historic land or cast a historic permanent from your graveyard. It gains if this permanent will leave the battlefield, exile instead. So basically a graveyard shenanigans with in blue and white. Interesting. Sunken Hollow is a reprint land. Time Lord Regeneration instant. Until end of turn, target Time Lord gains when this creature dies. Reveal cards from top of your library instead. You put it in the battlefield and put the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. A free creature for 1 blue mana. Martha Jones, Doctor's Companion. 3/2 for 3 mana. When it enters the battlefield, investigate. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, Martha Jones and up to 1 other target creature can't be blocked this turn. Ooh, another flatline. Okay. Hoping this will be going up in value. Nardole, another Doctor's Companion. Lots of blue companions actually. 1/2 for 2 mana. Tap to add blue for each counter on Nardole. Spend only to cast non-creature spells. Temple. I have a feeling we're gonna get lots of Scrylands. Joe Grant. Extended Art foil. Each historic card in your hand has cycling. Whenever you cycle, put a +1/+1 counter on this. Dragon Skull Summit. Extended Art foil. I think this first time new art for this check land. Arshad in Search foil. Pretty nice. The Lone Cyberman. The first non-legendary artifact spell you cast has Casualty 2. Whenever you sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter. Casualty is, I believe, you need to sacrifice a creature with power 2 and then you create a copy of it. Temple of Deceit. Oh, this new art is amazing. With the Search foil. Flaming Tyrannosaurus. I think I've seen this in the spoilers. Very interesting card. 7 mana, 5/5 menace. When you cast a creature from anywhere other than your hand, can deal 3 damage to any target, and then put a +1/+1 counter. And then when this dies, you can deal damage to each opponent equal to its power. So very expensive to cast, but looks like a hell lot of fun. Master Multiply. This is our... Is this a doctor?
Doctor, I did say look for the Spy Master. Or should I say Spy Master? Hi.
Looks like a doctor turned bad. 4/3 Myriad. Legend rule does not apply to creature tokens. And triggered abilities you control can't cause you to sacrifice or exile creature tokens. Looks pretty strong. And Yasmin Khan, Doctor's Companion. Kinda like all these companions. And now let's go to our 3rd pack. And these are very tight. Island, 2nd Doctor. So we're pretty much getting a lot of the Doctors. Toymaker's Trap. Canopy Vista. Sonic Screwdriver. So I think this card obviously is a very iconic tool in Doctor Who. But it also has some applications in Commander. People are saying that it can be used for maybe some infinite combos. Madame Vastra. Also, this has special partner with Jenny Flint. And then it must be blocked if able. Whenever a creature deals damage by Madame Vastra this turn dies, create a clue token and a food token. Bill Potts. Well, lots of characters, I have to say. And a lot of Doctor's companions, which should make for very interesting games. Overgrown Farmland would be another check land. Cyber Conversion. Turn target creature face down becomes a 2/2 artifact creature for 2 mana. Oh, extended art foil, this is nice. It's pretty good. It's actually like a semi-removal, you know, although they do get a 2/2, but kind of like Generous Gift or Beast Within. Temple of Malice again. Vastin Menotra Leader. Ooh, that looks scary. So it's 0/0 but comes with X +1/+1 counters, where X is in the cost, and then when it enters the battlefield, create X insects with flying. 1/1 insects. And whenever you attack with any insect, put a +1/+1 counter on each of them. Wow. That is pretty interesting. Temple. Zygon Infiltrator. The Doctor Who villains look actually quite scary. This guy looks like he's covered in barnacles. 3/2 3 mana. And 3 mana tap an entire creature and put a stun counter on it. Infiltrator becomes a copy as long as that creature remains tapped. Nice. The Master Mesmerist. Time Lock Rogue. Target creature an opponent controls with power less than or equal to the Master's power gains Skulk. Goaded. Whenever a creature with Skulk deals combat damage to one of your opponents, put a +1/+1 counter on the Master and draw a card. River Song. Another Time Lord Rogue. How many other? Looks like there are more rogues than there are doctors. Draw cards from the bottom of your library rather than the top, and then whenever opponent scries, surveils, or searches, put a +1/+1 counter on River Song, then deals damage to that player equal to its power. And the token. So far, nothing on the serialized cards, unfortunately. 11 Doctor again. Maybe not exactly what we want to see. Shipwreck Marsh. Talisman. Okay. I like talismans. Dinosaurs on a spaceship.
I'm riding a dinosaur on a spaceship! I know! Only came round to fix your light! Come on, Trevor!
6 mana for 7/7 Vigilance and Trample. Other dinosaurs get +1/+1 and have Vigilance and Trample. And there's a suspend cost if you want. Whenever a time counter is removed, create a 2/2 red and white dinosaur creature token with flying and haste. That is actually pretty strong for dinosaurs. Gonna put this right next to our flaming Tyrannosaurus. Ah, Jenny Flint, the one that was partnered with Madame Vastra, I believe. Yeah, so these two partnered together. I didn't expect a partner to come back in this set, but yeah, these two do come back. And you can see the art, one is forwards, one is backwards. Cool. Sorry, Jane Smith, another Doctor's Companion. And we cast a historic spell, Investigate. Only once a turn. Another land. Me the Immortal. I like the name.
All these people here, they're like smoke. They blow away in a moment. You don't know what it's like.
I do know what it's like.
Then, however you fly, whatever ship you sail in, take me with you.
At the beginning of your combat on your turn, put a choice of +1/+1, First Strike, Vigilance, or Menace. Counters remain as long as it moves to any zone. Ooh. You may cast me from your graveyard by discarding 2 cards in addition to paying its cost. Wow, this is pretty strong. Put this here. Port Town again. The 5 Doctor Search Foil. Extended art. Search your library or graveyard for 5 Doctor cards. Put it in your hand. If its spell was kicked, put those cards into the battlefield instead. That would cost 11 mana though. Gonna be expensive. Temple of Mystery. Oh, these are really nice. Rose Tyler. Extended art search foil. Gets +1/+1 for each time counter on it. It's a companion, and when it attacks, put a time counter on it for each suspended card you own, and each other permanent control with a time counter on it. So this can grow really big. Ooh. Squadron, typical 3/3 Myriad Menace. The first Doctor. And this is Showcase Frame TARDIS in Search Foil. Ooh, look at that. When it enters the battlefield, search your library or graveyard for a card named TARDIS, put in your hand. And when you cast a spell with Cascade, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or artifact. Nice to see the first Doctor getting it. Oh yeah, nice and tight. 5th Doctor, Cyberman Portal. Path of Ancestry, there's a land. Adipose Offspring. Cute creatures.
Up you go, babies. Up you go. That's it. Fly away home.
When it enters the battlefield, create 2/2 white alien creature tokens. If a merge cost was paid, instead create X of those tokens, where X is sacrifice creature's toughness. Doesn't look that strong. Witness. Bossy, the Doctor's Roadster. It's a vehicle. Choke Estuary is another land. River Song. Wait, do we took this? Yeah, we have this already in the TARDIS frame. Haunted Ridge. Ryan Sinclair. Sunglass Prairie. Generations Restored. Vanishing 12? Wow. That means it takes 12 turns basically to get this out. When one or more time counters are removed, scry 1 and gain 1 life. And when there are no more counters, take an extra turn after this one. Okay, not the best payout for 12 turns. And we got the 6th Doctor. 6 mana for 3/3. Whenever you cast a historic spell, copy it. Well, this looks a lot like Volo, the legendary creature that can copy stuff. Squadron again, and Soldier. So we're running out packs to try and get the serialized card, but we are getting lots of different Doctors. So 9 Doctor in Search Foil. Look at that. 2/4 Haste. When a 9 Doctor becomes untapped, you may take an additional upkeep. Oh, this could be good. Auton Soldier is a Spaceball Bat. Real Landscape. Sinclair again. Vashta Narada. Shadow and Indestructible. Wow, that's an interesting combination. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died, put a +1/+1 count on it. Okay. The Beast, Deathless Prince. Oh, that art is amazing. Look at that. Traditional foil, so you know, but still nice. When you cast this spell, gain control of target creature until end of turn, gains menace and haste. It enters the battlefield tapped with 6 stun counters, and when a creature deals combat damage to its owner, untap the beast and draw a card. This looks like it's going to be pretty fun in Commander. Day of Destiny, legendary creatures get +2/+2. Idris, Soul of the TARDIS. This is in search foil. Not one of the Doctors, but the art is cool. Vanishing Tree. Out of Time. This is a reprint. The art is amazing. And the search foil also just brings out the effects of space. Rassilon, the War President. 5 mana, 3/4, beginning of your upkeep, lose to life and exile top card of the library. You may play the card as long as it remains exiled. Oh, that's very strong. And each non-creature spell you cast of exile has Conspire. Conspire is you may tap 2 untapped creatures you control, then share a color of it. When you do, copy it. Oh wow. This is very strong. Exciting. The 10 Doctor. In the TARDIS frame, 5 mana, 3/5. Whenever you attack, exile cards on top of your library until exile non-land card. Put 3-time counters and gain suspend. But 7 mana, time travel 3 times. I think time travel is traveling to another plane. So I can't show you that now. We have the 8th Doctor. In traditional foil TARDIS frame. It's not bad. We got 8, 10 Doctor, and then a copy. I have to say the artwork for this Doctor Who set is pretty out there. They even did new art for all the reprinted cards, so that's good from Wizard's point of view. The first Doctor, you already have that. Terramorphic Expanse. Celestial Colonnade. Oh, look at that. That art. Woo. Despin Stage. This is a reprint. Also a very useful land card because you can copy any other land. Fugitive Doctor. Lunar Hatchling. River of Tears. Rose Tyler again. Okay. Exotic Orchard. Alright. Shipwreck Marsh. Dalek Drone. We're getting lots of these. Weeping Angel. Okay, now we're starting to see a lot of the same cards. And the 4th Doctor. Traditional foil in the showcase frame. You may look at the top cover of the library for any time. 4 mana, 4/4. Once each your turn, you put a historic land or cast a historic spell from the top of the library. If you do, create a food token. This is one of the stronger ones, I think. Alien token. The 10 Doctor, traditional foil, Cybermat, Nissa of Traken. This is new. No maximum hand size, 4 mana, 3/4. When attacked, sacrifice X artifacts. When you sacrifice 1 or more artifacts, tap up the X target creatures and draw X cards. Nanogene Conversion. K9 Mark 1 Robot Dog. As long as K9 is untapped, other legendary creatures have ward 1. Target legendary creature can't be blocked this turn. Prairie Stream. All of history all at once. It's a nice title. Time Travel Storm. Snarl. Sycorax Commander. Wow, Search Foil is just amazing. If only they made every card in this collector pack Search Foil. War Room, nice reprint land. Draw cards. Temple. The 5th Doctor. We have not seen this before. So 4 mana, 2/2. Beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control that didn't attack or enter the battlefield this turn. Untap those creatures. Rose Tyler in the showcase frame. So we've got quite a few Rose Tylers. "12th Doctor. The first spell you cast from anywhere other than your hand each turn has Demonstrate. When you copy a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on 12th Doctor. Smoldering Marsh, Driving Grove. Oh, this is new. There's a Fuse card. You can cast both halves if you have the mana. Deals 4 damage to each creature, and then any number of target creatures you control phase out. So basically you can save your own creatures while dealing 4 damage to each other creature. But that's if you have a lot of mana. Twice Upon a Time, an adventure card. Search your library for a Doctor card on the adventure, and then sorcerers cast a spell only if you control 2 or more Doctors. Take an extra turn. Nice. The Master, Gallifrey's End, Horizon Canopy, Clara Oswald. Interesting. 6 mana, 2/6. If it's your commander, choose a color. Okay. If a trigger ability of a Doctor triggers, you trigger it an additional time. Okay. So basically double the effects. Oh, Purious Stream again, and there is the Beast, Deathless Prince in Search Foil. Might try to build a commander deck out of this one. Looks fun. Carpet of Flowers in Search Foil. So this is one of the reprints, but it is a very sought after card, pretty much in Commander, because you can add free mana if there is an opponent, playing islands. So nice to see this in Search Foil. TARDIS itself, uncommon. So when TARDIS attacks, if you control a Time Lord, the next spell you cast has Cascade and you may Planeswalk. Yasmin Khan, we have seen that already. And the 9th Doctor in showcase frame. Alright, we have 4 packs left. Seventh Doctor, Temple of Deceit, Gallifrey Stands, Grass of Fate. Oh, they reprinted this in Doctor Who. It was just reprinted in Wilds of Eldraine as part of the Enchanting Tales. So, seeing this a lot. Bill Potts, Idris, Stormcarved Coast. I think this is a good reprint actually, this land. Weeping Angel again. Cannon Slow, Weeping Angel. Oh, this pack is a lot of duplicates. Time Reaper again. The 12th Doctor. And Davros Stalak Crater. Yeah, definitely looks like a bad guy. 3/4 Menace. Beginning of your end step, create a 3/3 artifact creature with Menace. If an opponent lost 3 or more life, then each opponent who lost 3 or more life faces a villainous choice. I draw a card or that player discards a card. Sixth Doctor, River of Tears, Snarl, Soothsayer. Another Talisman, like it. Martha Jones, Skycloud Expense. This is a Gallifrey Council Chamber, not seen this before. When enters, surveil 1, add colorless, or add 1 mana of any color. Spend only to cast as Time Lord. Okay. Wound Reflection. Oh, this is a nice reprint. Basically, people will lose more life. Traverse Eternity. Draw cards equal to the highest mana value among historic permanents you control. Not too bad for 4 mana. Maybe you can draw 4 cards, 5 cards if you have your commander out. Farmland. Fetid Pools. The Master Gallifrey's End. This is in TARDIS frame. And the 7th Doctor. 7th Doctor attacks. Choose a card in your hand. The defending player guesses whether the card's mana value is greater than the number of artifacts you control. If they guess wrong, you can cast it for free. If you don't cast a spell this way, investigate. And this is the very last pack, which is very difficult to open. Ooh. So last chance to get a serialized card. The 4th Doctor. Don't Blink. Jamie McCrimmon. Irrigated Farmland. Memory Worm. The 5th Doctor. Day of Destiny again. Ooh, Ecstatic Beauty. This is new. Sorcery. Put the top 3 cards of your library. Exile the top 3 cards of the library. You may play those cards until end of turn. Put 4 time counters on each of those cards that has suspend. Inspiring Refrain. Everybody Lives. So nice. This is one of the sought after rares in the set, I think. It's pretty much a life-saving card because all creatures gain hexproof, indestructible, and you can't lose life and you can't lose the game, and other players can't win the game for this turn. So nice to have it in Search foil. Look at that. Wound Reflection again. Cult of Sakaro. Definitely a baddie robot. Wow, a 4 mana 4/4 is quite a lot. Pretty good and can do a lot of stuff. 7th Doctor. And Missy.
You know the key strategic weakness of the human race? The dead outnumber the living.
Who are you?
Oh, you know who I am. I'm Missy.
Time Lord Rogue. Whenever another non-creature artifact creature dies, return the battlefield under control. It's a 2/2. Activating of each end step. Your end step. Each opponent has a choice. Each artifact creature I control deals 1 damage to the opponent, or I draw a card and chaos ensues. Alright, that's it. So, no serialized cards, unfortunately. Couldn't get our first one, but it was a blast just opening this collector booster pack box. We almost got all the Doctors, so we're just gonna go through each of them. So we got the 1st Doctor, we've got the 2nd in regular frame, and then we missed out on the 3rd. And we have the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in regular frame, and then 12 and 13. So not a bad haul if you're trying to collect Doctors. And if you notice, especially in this set, it looks like the Doctors all have blue in them. I think that's just an intentional choice by the designers. You guys gonna see a lot more blue in the Commander games, upcoming Commander games. But yeah, all of them are blue. And they splash its secondary color. And there are also lots of lands in this set. Look at the number of lands we open. Yeah, just lots of reprinted lands because they're from the Commander decks. And they all have new art. So look at this, Fetid Pool Search Foil extended art, and that art is new. I think. Yeah, it just looks different. Although this card is pretty much a throwaway card in a regular frame, but yeah, it looks really nice here in the special Search Foil treatment. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so that's it from us. We're also going to do a giveaway for some of the cards we've opened here in this video. But before that, here are the winners from the previous video on MTG foil variants. So look out for a comment and we'll be in touch into how to send you the prizes. So for this video, we're going to give away any of the doctors or legendary creatures. Just subscribe and let us know in the comments why you want to use this creature or doctor for your commander, and we'll hold a lucky draw for 2 lucky players. And you can also check out our website at tapandsac.com if you want to read on more MTG strategy and news. And that's it from us. I hope you guys take care, and we'll see you guys at the next game.